Do you need an
Yay!
egg blocker? Or a husk handler?
Husk handler or egg blocker. Yeah.
What?
Or
Are you serious, my
Which
job?
one?
How much egg blocker?
The answer to that is no.
now
by the way.
Tom is gonna. Okay, there was a person that wanted to be a backup husky, but then they said that you better be. So get your husk handler here.
Fine.
Oh wow,
Love
he's
you too.
stealing my job.
Well, not yours.
I
You're
haven't husk
sharing the
handled
job.
in so long.
Well, that's why you back.
Jeez. I have so many husk handlers, I never get the chance. Just like, oh, they've got 3 people already, okay.
Yeah, but I have some possible connection issues, so I wanted a backup.
That's alright, now I'm back you up.
Like when I'm running around and gathering, it's fine, but as soon as the quaddle started, I had like 10-second skips. Got disconnected from the map 3 times, and I'm afraid this might be similar.
Aww.
It's been happening for a few days and I can't find the cause for it. It's only in Guild Wars 2.
Check your firewall settings.
I don't use one.
Okay, guys on the Cobalt tag, actually at everyone's squad, I guess. Please make sure to stand on your tag. We're going to do the last count now, and think what are we going to do. So please, everyone except of people in sub squad 2 and 3, please stack on your commander tag. One more time. On the north, blue tag is Cobalt. On the east, pink is Amber, and on the south, red is Crimson. Please make sure to stack now. Do not stand on the waypoint. There is so many people on the waypoint. Please choose your commander and we will proceed very soon.
Sabina, I don't know where to stand. There's no marker for the husk handlers.
Tamo.
Help me.
Tamo, you're a smart man.
Where do I stand?
Well, if you'll stop jumping just right now, that
Okay.
would be a good. Yeah, go away a little bit. Yeah, that is good.
Stand on the bobblehead.
I will stand on the bobblehead.
Hello.
Hello.
Okay guys, we are ready. So we will have some dry runs happening, but not in this channel. We will move down to our pre-sub channels for each of our worms. As you see, those channels are unlocked right now, and they will be open soonish. Before you go to the channels, make sure that you stack on commander and be ready for the dry runs, because, well, the channels will get unlocked now. So just move down to your channel. Just move down to your channel, guys. Why does it still have a password? So move down, guys. I will just wait here for you guys to move down. We still have some people in here. Please move down, guys.
Hello. Carrie will judge me if I mess anything up. So if anyone's new to the event, please do place an X in squad chat and do try to listen as much as you can. I'll do my best to explain everything we need to know. For now, we're going to head into the arena and we'll go over what we need to do for the event. Carrie, do you mind marking my husk landing spots for me? Thank you. Alright, so welcome to the Amber Wurm head. Today we will be tasked with killing this head out of the 3-headed worm. And to do that, we're going to have to do a very special mechanic, because when we run into the arena, first thing you note is that the worm's actually going to be invulnerable, and we can't just go up and poke it with a stick, because that's not fun. I don't think sticks would appreciate being used to poke a worm.
Nope.
Nope. So what's going to happen is we're going to have to do a very specific event in the arena, and what's going to happen is there will be an abomination that will appear. The first one we see will be walking up from the hill behind us, walk in front of the worm, and promptly get swallowed. So this there tells us that the worm actually likes abominations, and it really likes the taste of them, I guess. So after that first abomination is dead, there will be a second one appearing, and what we need to do, the main sub-squad, the main group of people doing the event, will need to follow my tag, and we will run up to this abomination and kill him. So once we kill the abomination, he will leave a white AoE circle underneath his feet, and this will be known as the worm attractant buff by user. And I need everyone in the main sub-squad with me, following me, to get this worm attractant buff, because we will need it for the little and mini event to make our worm vulnerable. So once we have the worm attractant buff, what we'll need to do is head over here to this green puff of smoke and stack up. And we will need at least 20 people stacked up, because it's going to trigger the worm to swallow us. But while we're heading over here to stack up, there are a few things I'd like for you guys to watch out for. So during the event, the worm's going to have some spin attacks that we will need to watch out for. One of which is a large spin, which will cover this spot here. There'll be a large orange circle around the worm's body. And if we're running over to stack up and we see the worm spinning, I will call you guys to dodge and stay back. And once the worm is done spinning, then we can go back into the green puff of smoke and stack up once more. And then the second spin we have to worry about is a slightly smaller spin, so it'd be a slightly smaller orange circle. But after this small spin, what's going to happen is the worm is going to be spitting out AoEs. So we will have to worry about this small spin, but then there will also be random orange circles all around the arena. So just a note, if you see any orange circles at any time underneath your feet, dodge out of the way so you don't get downed. But that's not the only thing we have to worry about, because the worm's also going to be trying to spit out some mobs. So every so often, the worm's going to try and spit out some eggs, but my lovely sub-squad 2 is going to block any egg spits that the worm's going to do. Hopefully, I have high trusts in them. They know what they're doing. But if any egg spits do get through, they will hatch into these nasty larvae that do a lot of damage to us, but we will clean them up accordingly. But another mob we have to watch out for is a husk. So roughly every 90 seconds, the worm's going to be spitting out 3 husks into the arena. So if you look at the swirl, the triangle, and the yellow X marker, these are known as my husk landing spots. And once the worm spits the husks out, they will land roughly on those markers, and then they have a very high toughness. And if you are near the spots when the worm spits them out, you can possibly get downed. And these husks do not do well to power damage, but they are very susceptible to condition damage, which is why we have our sub-squad 3 to take care of the husks for us. But the thing to note with the husks is sometimes they will like to rush the stack. So if we're all stacking here waiting to get swallowed by the worm and you see the husks coming toward us, I'd like for you guys to use some stability, because if not, they have a chance of punching us off of the stack and us not getting swallowed, which is what we need to happen. So make sure to use some stability, and also the husks have a chance of throwing some parasites at us. So if you have any projectile reflex, you can place those down as well. And not only that, we will be having some smaller veteran worms in the arena, which will be spitting at us, and some projectile reflex work perfectly on those spits as well, so those are good to bring. So keep in mind, while we're stacking, make sure to watch out for spins, use some stability if you see husks, and use some reflex if you have them. But if all goes well, nothing's bothering us, we're all nicely stacked, the worm's gonna dive underground for a moment and then pop back up and swallow the squad. And we will be inside of the wormy stomach, which is exactly where we need to be, although it's slightly disgusting. So a thing to note, while we're in the stomach, the first thing we see will be the large pyloric valve. And behind us there will be a unfortunate adventurer. And we will also be taking constant damage inside of the stomach. So if you have any AoE water fields or any AoE heals, use those. And if you see your own health going low, make sure to heal whenever possible. And turn around, grab the harpoon from the adventurer. I want everybody in the stomach with me to make sure to grab a harpoon, because it is very vital to the event. And once everyone has the harpoon picked up, turn back around and start shooting at the valve. Once we're inside the stomach, we have infinite harpoon shots, so just shoot away. Once the valve is dead, what we need to do is hold on to those harpoons. Don't drop them, don't weapon swap them, hold on to them, because once spat out, we will only have one shot left. And we need 20 harpoon shots to make our worm vulnerable, so all the harpoons we have are well needed and they really count. So do keep a hold of those harpoons, and we will be spat out shortly. Once we do get spat out, we will end up roughly around here. So if you guys could come over here. Thank you. Once we are spat out, we will have a weakness debuff on us, so if we have any Condi cleanses, we could go ahead and use those now, like null fields. Just any Condi cleanse to cleanse that weakness off of us, but make sure to still hold on to those harpoons. And once we have that gone, we will start running over towards the hill. Make sure to go a bit to the side in case the worm tries to spin. Make sure you have a clear line of sight of the worm, because like I said, one harpoon shot and it does not pierce, so make sure you have a clear line of sight between you and the worm, nothing in between. And then we might run in, wait for it to spin, or do a spit. If we try and wait for it to spit then shoot, we can get an extended burn phase off of it. So once we get in, I'll say when to shoot, and hopefully we'll have at least 20 people, if not more, shoot their harpoon at the worm. And once we do that, it will trigger an attack phase, or like what we like to call the burn phase. And once we get into the burn phase, I would like everybody to stack up on my tag. So even if you're ranged or, melee, I would like everyone to stack up on my tag, because what we're going to try and do is stack up some might, which increases our damage. And so if you're one of those classes that bring might automatically, that's awesome. I know necros have blood as power. Any little thing that can help might stacking is well appreciated, because might is a lovely buff which increases power and condition damage, and we can get up to 25 stacks of it. So just that alone will mean a lot more damage than before. But if you don't have any skills that can generate might automatically, what we'll need to do is use the combo system. So with that, what we'll need to do is place down any fire fields you have. So for bonfire, for example, or wildfire, you can see when you hover over it, it says combo field fire. So if you have any skills with that combo field fire, go ahead and place those down. And what's going to happen next is if you have any attacks that have a combo finisher blast, if you use those two skills together, you're going to generate 3 stacks of might for around 5 people. So what's going to happen to get the whole squad to 25 stacks of might is we're going to need a whole lot of fire fields and a whole lot of blast finishers to get that nice sweet 25 stacks of might. So try to avoid any other sort of fields during this, so no light fields, dark fields, or anything like that. We're just trying to focus on fire fields and blast finishers until we get that 25 stacks of might. I know, I believe it's Guardian hammers have a light field on the auto attack chain. So if you're a Guardian with a hammer, please do try to avoid using that at first. Swap out to some other sort of weapon if possible, so that way you don't interrupt the might stacking at first. And some other classes that can bring some things, I would like to mention my Ellies. We can bring conjured weapons, preferably the lightning hammer and the fire greatsword. And what's going to happen is we will place those inside of the stack. These conjured weapons count as cleaving weapons. So, I'll touch up on that a bit more, but these conjure weapons, the lightning hammer has a blast finisher on the auto attack chain, so if you happen to pick up one of those, hit 4 and then just spam your 1. If you pick up a fiery greatsword though, hit 5 and then just spam your 1 until the weapons go away. The other conjure weapons are less effective, but just preferably we'd like to have those. Yes. And let's see, my warriors, I would like you guys to please bring your banners of strength and discipline and place those outside the stack, but still within range of my fire fields, because not only are they blast finishers, but they also give us some extra boons as well. And we place those outside the stack. Oh, that's a bit too close into the stack, my friend. We place those outside the stack so that way nobody picks them up thinking that they're a conjured weapon and only do 10, 15, 20 damage to the worm. So, yeah. So roughly around here or so would be a good place for a banner, just a dodge roll away at most. And, let's see. My mesmers, I would like you guys to please bring your time warps and your signets of inspiration. And once you see we have 25 stacks of might, or if a few moments have gone past, we can go ahead and use those to share any boons we have and do a lot of damage on the worm. At this point, all other fields can go, and we'll just DPS the worm like crazy. Use your rotation if you know it. We're just here to try and do as much damage as we can to the worm. A thing to note though, in the first phase, if we have any players that use traps for their main damage, traps will not work because the worm is considered to be a structure. So try to use something else, and like I mentioned before, cleaving weapons. So if you have a weapon that can attack more than one target, that would be great to bring, because the worm has a double damage spot on him, so if you have a cleaving weapon, you'll be able to hit both of these spots. So anything to make that damage more optimal is well appreciated. I know on Tempest or Ellie's, the staff is considered a cleaving weapon. But what's going to happen is we'll just keep attacking the worm, and eventually the worm's going to stand up, but he will still be vulnerable for a few more seconds. We're just going to stay in until we see 0 damage numbers. At that point, we will need to run out of the worm, and the worm's going to most likely spin, so we'll have to dodge the spin. Sorry. I was typing. So yeah, we'll have to dodge the spin after the attack phase, and what's going to happen is we will not be able to get swallowed again because we will have a upset stomach debuff on us. So at this time, what we'll need to do is just run around the arena and focus on cleaning any smaller veteran worms, especially if any smaller veteran worms are by the large worm itself. Try and focus on those at first. Just follow my tag around and we'll clean up any worms. If the upset stomach buff has wore off, but I haven't said to mess with the abo, please don't. So just avoid attacking the abo at all times unless we call for it. That way we don't have to worry about anybody accidentally killing him and people thinking it's okay to try and trigger a burn phase. Because if you kill him before we're ready, we will have to wait for him to respawn, and it's just going to be a bit longer in case we're waiting on things. But with this, we will keep repeating the process and with the burn phases and everything like that. So once the upset stomach buff has wore off, we will go back for the abomination and do the whole process again of getting swallowed, grabbing the harpoons, getting out and doing these burn phases until we get our wormy down to 10 to 15%. At that point, we will stop damaging the worm and just focus on cleaning the arena while I talk with the other two commanders to make sure they're ready, because all 3 heads need to roughly die at the same time. So within 1 minute of each other, all 3 heads need to be decapitated. So if one head decapitates early, it could be a bit disastrous for the other 2, so we wait at 10 to 15%, so that way everyone can comfortably damage their worm down to 0 from there. But once we get the go-ahead and everything's good from all 3 heads, as they're doing their own separate mechanics, we will go for that final burn phase. Like before, grab the abo, get swallowed, grab the harpoons, shoot the worm, burn, yada yada yada. We will hopefully take the worm from 10 to 15% health to 0 health. But that doesn't mean the event is over. What's going to happen is that we will be going into a phase 2 of the event. In phase 2, the worm will finally be mobile around the arena and we will have 3 brand new attacks. But in phase 2, I'd like you guys to please stack up on my tag at all times, put any ranger pets on passive, on summon any clones or minions, and remove any turrets or anything like that, and just make sure to stack up on the tag, because with these 3 brand new attacks, one of which is called the charge. So the worm's going to choose a random target in the arena and charge directly at them. So we're always going to try and position ourselves between the worm and the wall and hopefully stay always as a stack, because if we do that, we can get the worm to charge at us, which sounds a bit counterproductive, but it's actually very efficient, because if we can get it to charge at us, we can dodge either left or right, or just generally to the sides out of the way of the worm, not forwards or backwards, because it will still be in the way of the worm and you will possibly get downed. So just dodge the sides and we can possibly get the worm to charge into a wall or get stuck on a branch. And just note though, if it is charging into a wall, make sure the charge animation stops before heading back in to damage the wormy. And the other attack he has is called a flop. So the flop is where the worm jumps up to the air and flops back down. This is a knockback, so if you have any stability, use it, or you could just dodge out of the way. I will do my best to call out to most likely dodge. And then the last attack we have is a wiggle, and the wiggle is just a low AoE on the ground. The worm's not doing much damage, but we will use this as a burn phase, so we'll put those fire fields down, blast them, those conjure weapons, everything like that, and just try to damage the worm down from there. And at that point, once we can kill our worm head and the other 2 heads have died as well, there will be a small chest where the worm head had died, and then there will be a white portal in the middle of the arena, which will take us back to First Side Vigil, where there will be a large golden monument chest, which has a possible chance for ascended loot. So does anyone have any questions about the event today? No? Well, for now, we can head back to First Side Vigil because the event is going to be starting in 2 minutes. Alright. Oh, hello, kitten. Oh, hi, kitten. And there's some food, and I think there's a banner. Well, there's at least some food down. So there's a feast of truffle steaks, and then there's a feast of rare veggie pizzas. If you are condition-based, go ahead and grab the feast of rare veggie pizzas. If you're power-based, go ahead and grab the truffle steaks. If you're unsure which of the two you are, just go ahead and grab the truffle steaks. Let me grab my pizzas, because I'm a condi. And make sure to grab your hero banner as well. Oh, hello, whoever just joined. And we're gonna start heading over here to this cave, because along this event we will have an escort that we will need to take care of. So we'll be escorting a certain NPC through a cave and all the way to the arena. Along the way there will be some eggs and some worms appearing that we will need to take care of. Also, if I could have one person X up in squad chat to take care of the... Oh, thank you, Mip. Mip's gonna stay with our escort. Everyone else, come with my tag. Everyone come with my tag. We're gonna head into this cave. Okay, thank you, Six. And I'm gonna go over a few rules for the event. So, just plain and simple. Rule number 1 is if you see anyone down, please do give them a res. It only takes a moment, plus there's an achievement for helping down people up, so more incentive to help down people. Come on. Well, I think it might have been... Nah. Either way. It's always best to help down people, because we could use them for gathering harpoons or damaging the worm. Just those kinds of things. But rule number 2 is do not res the dead. It takes 500,000 years to res the dead, and if you yourself have died, just waypoint back to the Whisper Will waypoint and run back into the arena. It's way easier, and we'll appreciate it a whole lot more. But rule number 3 is to have fun and don't be a butt. Hello, user. That's all I have rule-wise, though along the event, it's not really rule, but there will be some mushroom spawning as nutrients. Try not to eat those because they can give you parasites, which I mentioned before, which can stun you, which no one likes to be stunned. But while we're here in this cave, what's going to happen is there will be some eggs spawning soon. They will be invulnerable at first until our little certain NPC gets close enough, but we can lifesteal from these eggs. So if we have, like, exactly, vampiric presence or any sort of skill that can lifesteal, we will be able to damage these eggs before they hatch and before the little Asura NPC gets close enough. So we'll just cleave away at these eggs, do as much damage as we can, and kill them as quickly as possible. If any eggs do hatch into larvae though, just move on to the next set of eggs, and then we'll double back for any larvae, or then we'll kill any worms that are there. So always try to focus on the eggs first whenever possible. And also, I do have a few words. I'm going to have you guys please link your battle standards, please. Because in Phase 2, if we have a lot of down people, we could use those battle standards to pick quite a few people up, if anyone has any battle standards, that is. No? Oh, the eggs are there, though. Those eggs died instantly. Let's clean up these eggs over here. Those are dead. And there should be some worms appearing. There they are. So clean up these worms, guys. Those eggs appeared faster than I anticipated. Bip, that Asura's got super speed. Oh, there's another... What? More worms. Okay. This is fine. I think that's all of them now. Yeah. Okay, and there's some more eggs over here. Let's start cleaving away at them. That little Asura's ate too many nutrients. It's not too good for him. And they'll be vulnerable eventually when the Asura gets close enough, but we can still lifesteal for now. There they go. Eggs are popping. Scrambling us some Eggos. We can move on to the next set of eggs. After we kill these eggs here, there will be some worms spawning. So make sure to don't run ahead. Make sure we clean up these worms. And then after we kill these worms, there will be a husk appearing, which is the only one in the event that does drop loot, so try and make sure to tag it, so that way you get that loot. So, see what there's the husk, so make sure to tag him. Someone targeted him, thank you. Alright, and we can keep on heading forward. And there's going to be a worm bait achievement coming up on my tag. If you already have it, please do move on to the next set of eggs. If you need it, please do stick with me. There will be a abomination appearing, and we will need to kill it, but do not use any CC. So no stuns, chills, knockbacks, anything like that, because it can bug out the achievement. Oh, people are already killing him. Let's see. And there's the buff. Go ahead and grab it if you need the achievement. Run through the white circle, and you should have your worm bait achievement. Congratulations, guys. And we're gonna head into the arena. If you need the Whisper Well waypoint, go ahead and grab it now, because the Bogside waypoint will be contested during the event. And we're gonna stack up on my tag one last time. If you're in sub squad 2 or 3, you can go ahead and take your places, but for everyone else, come stack up on my tag. Plus, I need to count you guys one last time. Thank you, everybody. I greatly appreciate that. Also, welcome back, Carrie. I don't know how long you've been back, but welcome back. And did anyone have any sort of questions today? Or is everyone good? No, no, no. It's not nice to give confusing information. Prior to what that guy says, we don't actually dance inside of the stomach. We will have dance parties if the worm is... while we're waiting for the other two, and if the arena is clear, we might have a dance party, but not right now. That might work, Lazarus. Just as long as you don't drop your harpoon. When in doubt, Bork. I'm not Wolfie. I'm Carrie's child today. And right now we're just waiting on the Cobalt squad to reach their arena. Oh, Mip Mip, you're very popular. Mip, just think, you could have a name called Commander Mip, and then that way when you tag up, you'd be Commander Mip. That way you could be, and then, well, no, you can name yourself Commander Mip Mip, so that way you can be Commander Mip Mip. I'm thinking ahead. I got this all planned out, I'm telling you. Alright, it looks like Cobalt has reached their arena, so any moment our Amber Worm head will be popping up. Hi, kitten. What's up? Please don't step on my keyboard. Thank you. Appreciate it. You're doing it anyway. Here you go. And there's the Amber Worm head. And then behind him you will see a Plague Carrier Abomination. This is the abo that does get eaten by the worm, and then soon you will see a spin, an example of the spin that we will have to watch out for. There will be a large orange circle. Whenever we see these spins, make sure to dodge out of the way if you're in it. So that was the spin example. And then the abomination is going to get swallowed now. And what's going to happen is we will need to wait for our abomination to appear, which is right beside us. So let's go ahead and attack him. So everyone attack the abomination. And let's grab our worm attractant buff. And we're going to start heading over to the green puff of smoke. Everyone over here. And Worm's going to dive underground and then swallow us in a moment. So we're doing really good. Yep. And place down any water fields if you haven't. Turn around and grab your harpoon. And then turn back around and start shooting at the pyloric valve. Grab that harpoon, guys. Make sure to grab your harpoon and start shooting at the valve. So hopefully everyone has a harpoon. Hold on to it. Don't swap it. Don't drop it. And we're out of the stomach now, so Condi cleanses can go. And we're going to start heading over to the worm. Make sure to dodge spin. Dodge now. So target the worm. Let's head into it. Let's see what he's going to do. And go ahead and shoot now, guys. Shoot, shoot, shoot. And let's get those fire fields down and blast them. Conjure weapons inside the stack. Warrior banners outside the stack. And let's start stacking that might, guys. And let's do some damage. We have 25 stacks of might, so all other fields can go. Make sure you get that nice double damage spot. It is on my tag if you can't find it. Though I just wiggled a bit, and I need to find it again. There we go. We're doing really good. He's going to be standing up soon. Just staying until we see those zeros. Hold on. And let's run out now, guys. Make sure to dodge a spin. Dodge now. Dodge now. And what's going to happen is, whoop, dodge the AoEs as well. Do not attack the abomination. We're only going to focus on cleaning up some veteran worms. Watch out for the spin. So if I could have a couple people in say chat say don't touch the abo, don't attack the abo, I would greatly appreciate it. And let's see if we have any worms not close to the abo. Please don't touch the abomination. We're just going to focus on cleaning this wormy here. And dodge the AoEs, guys. Do not attack the abomination. Oh, looks like our buff has wore off. So let's head for the abo now. Pick up any down people we see. Oh, there's a husk. He's very rude, sir. So let's grab our buff, grab our worm attractant buff, and dodge the spin and AoEs, guys. Dodge, dodge. And we're gonna head over to the stacking spot here. Can I get some reflex down, please? We have a couple of small veteran worms in the arena. Thank you. And alright, can I get those water fields down now? We can place those water fields and turn around. We'll grab our harpoons and we're gonna start shooting at the valve. Heal if you see yourself getting low. And just keep shooting. Alright, turn around, hold on to those harpoons, and ready our Condi cleanses. Oh, pick up that down person. Thank you. And Condi cleanses can go down now. Alright, and dodge. So, the worm's spitting. Let's see what the worm's gonna do next. And, whoop, dodge spin, guys. Make sure to dodge spin. Dodge now, and just go ahead and shoot the worm. Get inside and shoot the worm. And let's get those fire fields down and blast them. Conjure weapons inside the stack. Warrior banners outside the stack. If you see any conjure weapons, please do pick them up. Like, we need a bit more might, guys. Alright. Or make sure you get that nice double damage spot. Mesmers, you can go ahead and just use your time warps and signets now. Worm's gonna stand up, just stay in until we see those zeros. And let's... Oh. There we go. Make sure to dodge the spin. Dodge now. And... oh, that was a bit of lag on my part. Let's head back in and focus on these smaller veteran worms by the large worm, guys. Do not touch the abomination. Just focus on killing some veteran worms with me. Watch out for the husk landing spots. Husks are coming out. I'm a bit laggy and I apologize. Watch out for the small spin and AoEs. Dodge and dodge. Dodge any orange circles. Pick up any down people you see. And let's help kill these husks real quick. And then we're going to go for the abomination, guys. So watch out for the spin, dodge that, and AoEs. And we're going for the abo once more, guys. Watch out for the large spin, make sure to dodge if you're close by. Alright, and let's grab our Wurm attractant buff. And let's stack up on the spot. We don't have anything to worry about, so we're good here. Oh, there's a veteran Wurm. Wait, yep. We had some reflex, I think, so we're good. And we're inside, so we can turn around, grab our harpoons, and turn back around and start shooting at the valve. Remember to use any AoE heals if you have them. Heal yourself if you see you're getting low. Alright, turn around, hold on to those harpoons, don't swap them, don't drop them. Oh, let's help that down person up. We're gonna get spat out now, and Condi cleanses can go ahead and go. And watch out, the Wurm's gonna do a spin, make sure to dodge. Dodge now in AoEs, dodge, dodge. And let's get inside, see what the Wurm's going to do next. And oh, he's going to do another spin, so make sure to dodge. Dodge now. Let's pick up any down people, get inside, and let's place down our fire fields and blast them. Conjure weapons inside the stack, warrior banners outside the stack. You're doing good, guys. Remember, if you pick up a lightning hammer, just hit 4 and then just spam your 1. And we're going to stay until we get the Wurmy down to 10 to 15%. At that point, I want everybody to run out. So everybody out now. Everybody out now. I'm going to stop damaging the Wurm. Make sure to dodge the spin. Oh no, he's doing a spit, so we're good. And we're actually going to head back over because there are some smaller veteran Wurms that we need to take care of. Please don't attack the abomination. Watch out, the Wurm's going to do a spin. Make sure to dodge now and AoEs, dodge, dodge. And we're just focusing on cleaning up some small Wurms now, guys. Oh, dodge the spin. I was late on that call. I apologize. Thank you. Watch out for the spin and AoEs incoming. Dodge, dodge. So let's focus on killing up these. Let's focus on killing this Wurmy here. And the Wurm is going to try and spit out some egos, but those have been blocked. Good job. Please don't touch the abomination. So, oh, there's a Wurmy over here. Dodge the spin and AoEs incoming, guys. Dodge, 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 dodge. Let's kill this Wurmy here. And then after this, if everything looks clear, we can have a dance party finally. So if you want to come to my tag, we can have a bit of a dance party. So watch out for the spin and AoEs incoming though. Dodge and dodge. And let's dance. Oh, there we go. There's that sweet dance party. But be careful if you're standing a little close to the X marker because that is a husk landing spot. Watch out for the spin and AoEs. Dodge. He's spitting at us. He's trying to ruin the dance party. Oh, we're good though. We're good. Oh, there's the husk, so let's help the husk handlers clean these up real quick. Watch out, the Wurm's doing a large spin if you're close by and make sure to dodge. Alright, and let's see, please don't attack the abomination yet. We're still waiting on that. Wurm's gonna do another spin though. Dodge now, and AoEs incoming. Dodge, dodge.
Time to do some real damage.
Alright, we're looking good, guys. We're just waiting for the other two heads. Watch out for the small spin and AoEs incoming. Dodge and dodge. There's a small Wurm here that we can kill. So we can head over here and start DPSing this Wurmy down. We're doing good. Alright, and the Wurm's going to do a spin, so dodge now, and AoEs incoming, dodge and dodge. And there's a small worm here for us to attack. Doing good, guys? Oh, I got down, so let's pick up the down people. Alright, let's pick up the down, and we're gonna head for the abomination now, guys. So watch out for the spin and AoEs then coming though. Dodge and dodge. Oh, dodge the AoEs, pick up any down, and let's grab our buff, guys. And head over to the spot. Oh, the worm's going to do a spin though, guys. Make sure to dodge now. Dodge, dodge, dodge. Everybody back up on the spot. Back up. Can I get some reflex down? We have a handful of small worms around the arena. And we're going to get swallowed now. Alright, turn around. Grab our harpoons. And let's start shooting at the valve. Remember to heal if you see yourself getting low. And alright, hold on to your harpoons. Don't drop them, don't weapon swap them. These are very important. Alright, and our Condi cleanses can go down now, guys. And Worm's doing a spit. Then just go ahead and shoot right away. Just go ahead and shoot our harpoons. Wormy's doing a spin. Dodge now. And AoE, dodge, dodge. And let's get inside, fire fields down and blast them, conjure weapons inside the stack, wear banners outside. And let's DPS this worm down, guys. We're doing awesome. Try not to use any super long cooldowns, but because we will be going into phase 2. Alright. So everyone on my tag now, so husk handlers as well, and put your ranger pets on passive. On summon any clones and minions, and we're going to try and position ourselves between the wormy head and the closest wall. Just follow him around for a bit. Let's see where he's going. Thank you for targeting him, though he's coming up over here. So on my tag, and target the amber worm head, and let's start doing some damage. He's just doing a wiggle, so note, next attack the worm does, we will need to dodge. And dodge the sides, the worm's charging, dodge out of the way, dodge out of the way. And the worm's charging into a wall. So let's stay on the side of the worm. Let's stay into the wall. And the worm's flopping. Sorry about that. I had trouble seeing. Let's get back up. Get back into the worm. And he's just doing another wiggle. So we can damage it again. But remember, like before, we will have to dodge this next attack. So the worm's charging. Dodge the sides. Dodge the sides. And let's pick up some down people. If you have any battle standards, please do use those. But let's just DPS the worm down from here. That was awesome, guys. We got it nice and stuck. I appreciate that. Trees are the enemy of worms. So make sure to loot these small chests dropped by the head, which should roughly be here. I can't see it because I have auto loot. And we're just now waiting on Cobalt to finish killing their head, and then there will be a portal in the middle of the arena, which will take us to First Side Vigil, where the good loot is. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I am probably a bit rusty with things, because it's been a while, but I appreciate all of you guys for sticking with me throughout this. So go ahead and loot your chest, and if you get any good loot, please do post it in squad chat, because us commanders like seeing when you guys get lucky. And if you want to know more about who we are at Open Community, we'll head back up to the main channel now for some general announcements about what's to come. So thank you guys so much. I'm gonna put my cell phone push to talk before I go up. So we can head up on now, guys. Thank you so much. If you don't want to hear the announcements, you are free to leave now. But I just want to say thank you everyone who joined and listened through the entire event.
We've just had an exodus of commanders to the toilet, so as soon as they're back, we'll do some announcements and stuff. Do stick around and listen to that if you're interested in how to get more involved with the community. And yeah, don't disappear, basically. We have important things to say to you. I do want everyone to move up from the sub-channels before we get started as well, and there's a lot of people still in the Amber channel, so hopefully they will come and join us. Where did the Sabina bot go? I like the Sabina bot.
She gave me loot.
Maybe Sabina bot also needed the toilet. I see people call Triple Trouble a raid quite a lot in chat. I don't know if that's like a WoW thing or something, but it's not a raid. It's a world boss.
Not really, as far as I know.
Is it not a WoW thing? I thought it was. Just like,
No.
just call everything a raid. Where does it come from?
I have no idea.
I could outrun a centaur.
Where does what
maybe
come
one
from?
Oh yeah, because they call... That's a world-to-world thing, isn't it, actually?
Yep.
Oh, maybe that is it. Okay. Has everyone
got-
moved up now?
I don't know, but I got carrots. Yay!
Would you like my carrots as well? I have like 3 stacks.
No thank you.
Oh.
Actually, no, you can give me all 3 stacks, yeah.
Would you like 3 stacks of carrots? Okay, I'll go and get them in a minute.
Yeah, okay, it's fine.
Cool.
Yeah.
Good, I need to get rid of them. Everyone's here now, so we'll do some quick announcements about the community and other interesting things. So first of all, if you take a look at the TS banner right now, as well as our normal open community name, we have 2 very special things going on. First of all, the whole event team is being remade, so if you're interested in either participating in or running maybe some events in Guild Wars which are not Triple Trouble, that is what